Hello. Hello, and thank you for tuning into this Wednesday pod of Born to Be a Star. This is the podcast where you recognize your star power, you recognize your reflection in the mirror, whether you're in the bathroom, the car, your phone, wherever you are, and you recognize that you can do anything you put your mind to. This is the podcast where you recognize you do have star power, you do have confidence, you do have self-esteem, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are talented, you are smart, you are everything. And even if you don't know the answer to that question, pretend like you do and make it up. That's what this podcast is about. Born to be a star is where you realize that you were always born to be a star. You're always born to be somebody special, and that you're always born to matter. You were planned. You weren't an accident. You're here for a reason, and the reason is to have fun, and the reason is to be unapologetic, and the reason is to live. Live your life unapologetically and with no reason. That's what I'm saying. I dare you to be the best version of you that you can be. And do it in a way that doesn't require you to lose sight of who you are. Never give up. Yes, you can. These are the mantras of every day, not just today on Wednesday, but tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and forever. Every day for the rest of our lives. We can. We have to build this mantra in ourselves where we recognize that we can do anything we put our minds to. We can. We can be amazing. We can be incredible. We can be all these things. And we don't owe anybody anything. We, you, me, us, we can do it. And I dare you to do it. I dare you to be the person that isn't sad because you're successful. I dare you to be the person that isn't lonely because nobody's next to you. I dare you to be the person that realizes who they are in the eye of the storm and doesn't let anything stop them or negate them from following through with what they want to do next. You are a star wherever you are. Let's get to our favorite part of this conversation. No media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed, because they lie to us anyway. Twitter. What's going to happen with Elon Musk and Twitter? Was Elon Musk arguing that he didn't vote for Trump? What side is he on here? Elon Musk kind of reminds me of Iron Man in Avengers. He's kind of just this rich guy that wants to have his hand in everything. But it can't be both sides, dude. Like, which side are you on here? I don't know if the people from Twitter are going to win this argument or this debate they're having with Elon Musk, because there are lots of bots all over Twitter. I go on Twitter all the time and I see them all the time. They respond to me because I'm very open with my beliefs and with politicians and policies. I'm very open with my discontent with the party that's currently destroying America as we speak. And there's bots all over Twitter. So how are they going to win that argument? And they didn't really do a good representation of the amount of bots that are actually on Twitter. I mean, if you've got an app and the majority of the presence there is a bot, how the fuck does that work? And I don't really go on Twitter like that, but sometimes I go on and I just look at all the stuff on the feed that I have on my Twitter, and I'll heart some of the things some of the people I know are saying, and sometimes I go on and I'm just like, did somebody actually say that, or is that a bot? Like, I can't tell. Like, and that's me saying that, and I'm kind of really knowledgeable when it comes to politics and stuff. But there's some of the stuff where it's like, I really don't know. But some of it's obvious. Like, they have these like pictures of like soccer players and crap, and like the soccer player is like saying America's doing so great. First of all, any soccer player that's not from America is not saying America is doing great with anything, because they know America is failing. Second of all, soccer players probably not saying that much about America on their Twitter. They're probably trying to talk to their fans or some shit. Honestly, let's be real about that. Like, Twitter is a piece of the pie. It's used to help the whole pie be completed in a good way. So I don't know what's going to happen with Twitter, but I feel like Elon Musk is going to win. And I also feel like I'm tired of Bill Gates. Like, he needs to shut up. All these people that have all this money that want to have these opinions and act like they can't be shunned out have one thing to realize here. Nobody cares. And if people do care, I don't know if they really do care, because you're not taking our opinions into actual consideration. Look how the news basically disconnected itself from reality, not just with the fact that we're in a recession, but the fact that there's no way that 81 million people voted for Biden. There was ballot harvesting, and now they won't even talk about that. There's people pretending that men are women, and there's a movie called What is a Woman, and nobody wants to talk about that either. These people are confused. They're trying to indoctrinate children, and there's a lot of problems here. And Elon Musk beating Twitter in October is just going to be hilarious to watch. You have an entire application full of robots, and you don't think that that's a problem for a business transaction? I mean, come on, for the love of God, man. What's wrong with you people? Like, Jesus. God, I'm sorry for saying your name in vain, but I don't know. I also want to point out the fact that America is trying to get away from God and values of church and values of religion. And this country is getting away from what it was originally connected to. Now, I'm not a person that's telling you I'm going to church every Sunday, and I'm not a person that tells you I follow everything that my pastor says. I'm not a person that's not going to tell you I don't get irritated sometimes with the actions that they display at my church. But I do belong to a church, and I am Christian. I do believe in God. I do believe in a foundation, and I do believe in a home structure. I do believe in the fact that children need parents and children need guidance. I don't think children need to be indoctrinated, and I think it's up to a child to decide what they want to do as they get older and they become more responsible. I don't think that they're going to understand responsibility or any of these things if they're being indoctrinated with movies on Disney or shows on television. And I don't think that's fair to children. So let's stop the shit, okay? Let's stop it. I have nephews. I have nieces. That's why I'm scared. At some point, I'm going to have my own children. I want them to be kids, man. Like, let them be kids. Let them run around in the backyard and dig holes and see if they can light fires and, like, play. Go down the slide and run in circles and get dizzy and have fun and want to go get ice cream and want like a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Like, let that be their lives. Why are you trying to take that? Let kids be kids. They don't have a long time to be kids. They have like 1 to like 12, and then from 12 to like 17, it's school. How do we not give people responsibility that deserve it? Here's an example of a problem. I have a Yorkie Terrier. He eats specific dog food, and we have to go to like a PetSmart or a local pet store. The pet store that we have, Pet Supplies, right down the street, doesn't have it. Now Skip, my husband, has to drive around to a bunch of different towns multiple times to try to get it. We can barely find it. Now, Benny has to eat. He's an alive, furry friend. That's just one example. How do we hold these people accountable? Like, not only for pets, but for kids, but for indoctrination, of trying to indoctrinate adults. Like, at this point, I don't think the adults can be saved or fixed. But people do need to open their eyes to awareness. And how do we fix this? Is this fixable? These are questions that should probably be answered. But I'm going to cut it off here because I don't want to go too far into politics today. And I'm just going to hope things get better, but me hoping that they get better might not do it. I don't have time to run for election, but I was telling Skip if I had time to run for election, I would probably point out all the failures of the Democratic Party and then have a new plan that doesn't include giving out money we don't have for things that don't need to have it for. I know people think climate's really important right now, but $349 billion for climate while we're dealing with a recession and a chip problem and a shipping issue, and we can't find the food for my puppy, and there's no cars, and there's a lot of problems, and there's inflation, and the gas is like $5. Yeah, I could keep going on all day. Look at what they're spending the money on and read that. They're going to give tax refunds to people who probably don't need them. Are you kidding me? That's the United States of America right now. No God, but let's reward not taking responsibility, and let's act like Roe v. versus Wade is a part of the Constitution. It's not. And let's hide reality and pretend we're something we're not. That's America. And Australia is the only one to point out the fact that we're in a recession. Not even Australia, England too. Thanks, guys, because the people here are in fucking denial. Moving on to the next part of our conversation. Thanks for tuning in to No Media Allowed today. Who won the Great Resignation? We did. All those people that quit their jobs and walked away and got hired and didn't go to orientation and didn't want to do something that they didn't like, or worked at a job a couple weeks and decided they hated the manager and left, won. They won. We won. Maybe not me, but they won the Great Resignation. And it's remarkable to see that. The outcome of the people winning, finally somewhere. Companies and corporations have to do a better job of keeping talent, and they also need to do a better job of hiring people that can do jobs effectively, that can work together. Desperation in the hiring thing is not really a good look at all, but that's all I'm going to say. The Great Resignation was won by the people, and it's amazing to see the people win at something that they were predicting we would fail at. So great job, everybody that quit their job and found something that they actually wanted to do. Amazing. Good work for you. Good job. Good job actually being happy every day. Original Nintendo and Super Nintendo are legendary. Oh my God, I love playing old school video games. I have Nintendo original plugged up to the TV in our room, and I play it all the time. I love it. And I have Super Nintendo plugged into the TV in the living room, and Wii, but we want to get the new Wii. I think I have the old Wii U plugged up to that, but I haven't played that in forever. I love video games. I love comic books. I'm a total nerd, and I love it. There's just something about having the controller in your hand, being able to control the players, especially with Mario Kart and everything. Love, 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 love. And it's a way to bring family and friends together and like your home and have it be fun. So if you don't love video games, start loving video games. Comic books are still amazing as they were. Comic books are still amazing. Picking up a comic book and flicking through the pages and trying to see what happens, whether it be with Harley Quinn, Batman, Joker, Spider-Man, Superman, really, anyway, maybe even that annoying guy from Avengers that I can't stand from Marvel. I'm really more of a DC person, but I will read Marvel, but Doctor Strange does nothing for me. I was not thrilled with that. He's not my favorite. I'm just going to say it. No. I think the Black Panther comic is really good. There's a lot of comics I really do like. And I really do think comic books are like essential part of like a teenager's life, even adult. Like I collect them and I love them. They mean a lot to me, and maybe I can pass it on to my own kids and my own family. The fact that I love comic books. What happened to Peloton and other weight loss apps? Like, I have a Peloton, I own it, right? So I'm not getting rid of it. But like the actual Peloton app, like they like took a lot of stuff off of it, so I severed my membership to it. So I feel like I'm just going to ride the bike and not have the membership to Peloton. And I hate saying that because I like what Peloton stands for and the idea that you could work out at home and build a comfort there. I like that idea, but I don't like the idea that like they're not really doing that great. Like, what happened, man? Like, what? Like, during COVID, they were like doing extremely well, and now it's just like after COVID, it's like, what happened? I was on board for workout at home before COVID started because I bought my Peloton before COVID, right? So I was all in on that before it started. But what I'm saying is the application itself, it's not meeting up to what I would have expected. Not only just Peloton, but I'm also part of Tone It Up as well. And at the beginning when I started Tone It Up, I loved it. And then I read this comment that said it was difficult to keep up with it if you don't have a membership. Like, 'cause you have to pay $50, I think, for the membership yearly or whatever. And I had my membership and I used to renew it and I was doing the workouts, but they're recording the workout videos and then they're doing it. So you're doing it with them. Like, so it's like recording. Now, I'm a person that does not like a gym and I like working out like that. I find it good. I like doing yoga like that. I like the main people that made that are a part of Tone It Up. What's her name? And I'm drawing a blank on their names. It's been so long since I had to say it. I like the owners of Tone It Up, and I like what their momentum is for it. But it just lost the gist. Like, the app's not that fun, and now they have all these like, I don't know, COVID happened and it got weird, and I don't know. It just got weirder as we got further into it, and I don't know how I feel about it now. Now I'm going back to agree with that person that says if you don't have the membership, it feels odd. So, like, and you have to pick whatever you want. I like when they did, like, the summer Tone It Up, or, like, they had, like, one big thing and everybody was a part of that. I like that more. And now I'm not sure how to look at this. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying, how do we do this? That's what I'm saying. Weight loss apps have to be good at providing some sort of due diligence or people aren't going to pay for it. Either you do a good job or next. Like, and I want the mirror too. And like, they've got to do a better job though, man. When mystery is done right, it's fun. I think the Mystery Channel, the Hallmark Mystery Channel, has done an amazing job with mysteries. They have like Mystery 101 and a bunch of other series that are really great, and it's specifically on that channel. I think they've done a great job with mysteries, but I don't know if anywhere else outside of that channel has been able to keep up with that. And these aren't like, like A11 actors. These are like actually a series that have to do with like murder mysteries and stuff. And maybe that's why I like it. It's a lot of who did it. And maybe that's why I'm drawn to it, because of that reason. But I feel like more things need to adapt to that. I thought Amazon was going into mystery, but they haven't really stuck with that. Apple's doing sort of a good job, I guess. These stations get the rights of The Office and they have no content. Like, I think it's not VH1, Comedy Central or whatever that station is. All they do is play The Office all day. There's another station that used to be ABC Family that I can't remember the name of it, that they switched over. All they do is play Office all day. They play it on loop. You don't have any content. So what's happening? Not every book needs to be a movie. Not every book needs to be a movie. Every book should maybe just be a book. Sometimes these books that they make into movies, I'm just like, why did you do that? And sometimes they don't match up the characters with the right actors or actresses, and it's just not good at all. It's just really bad. Just a thought. What happened to Impractical Jokers? Like, I know Joe's gone, but like, there's got to be a better way to make the show funny without you having guests on every week. I'm not saying it's not funny and I'm not laughing at it, because I am. But did they lose the gist of the show too? And what's up with that station of Impractical Jokers? Because the only thing True TV has on it is Impractical Jokers. And the other shows they have on there pretty much suck. So, I don't know. Don't know. Let's get into food with Veekstar. Using the pizza stone, I still haven't used it yet, but I want to. Healthy is a lifestyle, not a diet. It isn't a diet. Get out of the thought of it's a diet. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You're going to have to eat this way and eat differently forever if you want to live longer and you want to live stronger. Do not become obese, okay? Because if you become obese, then you're going to have a lot of problems, like with your heart, your lungs, your liver, your body. You're going to get diabetes. It's not going to be a good situation. Trust me. Trust me. Not good. Hard work and determination. Setting rules for yourself at home and everywhere else too. You want to focus on what you're eating, how you're eating, when you're eating. Are you drinking water? Are you making more things at home? Are you eating dinner at home? How are you eating? You don't have to cook every day, but if you are going to cook, what are you cooking? Maybe you should limit your carbohydrates. Maybe you do need to switch out rice for cauliflower rice. Maybe you do need to have this conversation with your family, with your other half, with your kids. You have to make these difficult decisions of what you're eating so you can live longer and stronger. You're going to have to work out. If you don't like having a membership to Peloton or Tone It Up, if you do have a bike, get on the bike and ride it. You don't need to have a membership to something to do it, but get on these devices and utilize them. I have a yoga mat in the other room, and I use that, and I do yoga, on a daily basis, and it gives me the availability to have a better day by taking the time to do that. You are in control of your health, so don't forget that. You don't have to clean your plate. You know the old saying, like, clean plate club? You don't always have to eat everything that you get. And I don't know why I thought for a long time I had to do that, but there's sometimes where I can't finish it. Like if we're going to salsa fresca and I'm getting a bowl or a quesadilla or something, sometimes I can eat all of it, or sometimes I can eat half of it. And I'm not trying to eat everything. If I can't eat it, I can't eat it. I don't know if I need to bring like a plate home, but being realistic with yourself is kind of important there, man. Anyways, that's the end of the podcast on this hump day. Thank you for tuning in as always to Born to Be a Star. And I will see you tomorrow, same place, same time on Thursday. One more day closer to Friday. Don't forget you are a star wherever you are. And don't forget your star power. And don't forget that you have the ability to lighten up the world with your brightness. And your brightness can change everything. And we can be bright together. And what's better than a bright world instead of a dark one? I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time on Thursday. Bye. Don't forget your star wherever you are.